Welcome to Renewed and Radiant Podcast. This is where we have the real and raw conversations. So if you're ready to rise into the woman you were created to be, you're in the right place. And together, we can design a life you love. Okay, this is a unique one today. My special guest is Kevin. I thought that coming off of Valentine's, and we just had our anniversary, 34 years, right? 34 years. He remembers better than I do. So I thought today would be a fun day to do this podcast together.
That's fun.
He's not so sure about this. So I had put a post up about questions. What questions should I ask? And some of you gave up some really good questions. So I'm excited for this. Okay, let's start with one of the questions is how did we meet? So let's start with that.
I guess it was in church. She came with this other guy to church one day, and I noticed and thought she looked pretty cute. And then she was winking at me.
I was not. That is not true.
And then shortly after that, she broke up with him, and I asked her out.
So what he did was I was working at a salon at the time as a hairdresser, and he booked an appointment to get a haircut. So that's how we got to know each other some. And then he asked me out on a date.
When she was cutting my hair for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said that you knew after, or you thought.
On their way home.
From the state. We went to a concert.
On the drive home, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is my wife. I didn't say that at that time, but...
Good thing.
Yeah. But looks like I was right.
True. And I almost didn't go on the date because I was like, no. I've heard that I think he's probably just looking for a wife, and I am not looking to get married for a long time. But he swooned me over.
Oh, big swoon.
Big swoon. Okay, so that's kind of how it all started. This is 34 years later, and big accomplishment. I mean, if you've been married for 34 years, you've been through some stuff.
Yes.
Some stuff. We've been through some stuff. So some good times, great times, amazing times, but also some hard times. But you have a saying.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
It's true. It's true. And yeah. So, anytime you bring two people together, right? Two different lives, and you're trying to live together, make a life together, and one is quite stubborn, and the other one is quite determined, and, it's a journey. So it's good. It's been good.
Yes.
Yeah. What's been your highlight? So these questions, I did not prime him to, we didn't talk about the answers or anything like that. I was like, oh, we can't talk about it ahead of time because it's more fun if you don't, right? So what's been one of your biggest highlights over the last 34 years of our marriage?
I think probably trips we've done together. Hawaii, we took a helicopter on my 50th birthday.
I think so.
Over in Maui, over the active volcano, and that was pretty neat. Went down to the ocean, seen the lava running into the ocean.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just tell a quick story about that? Yeah,
we didn't have a camera.
So when we got there, right, in Hawaii, we went to Costco and bought a nice little camera, and Kevin was quite happy with this little camera that he was going to use on this helicopter ride.
Yeah. So we got going, and I started filming, just as we got to the volcano, we were going around it. All of a sudden, I know my battery's getting low. Sure enough, just as we finished there and we were going to go to see the lava in the ocean, blowing into the ocean, my battery dead. So that was a really good purchase. That's the only thing I wanted the camera for, basically.
So yeah, that was a story.
Yes.
But that was memories. I think, right, experience. That's the thing. I think one of the biggest things we've learned over the last 34 years is, especially when you're raising kids, it seems like a lot of times it's not the right time to take a vacation, or, the finances aren't quite there and that. But you know what? That is something that we've never regretted, is the vacations that we've taken.
Right.
And the memories that we've made. Because you know what? Our kids are adults now, and they're having their own kids and that kind of thing. But yet, we still have those memories, all the other stuff, the vehicles you drove, the whatever, the stuff is gone. But it's the memories that you made together with each other, but also with your kids, which is awesome. So That's something we did good. We
Yes.
did good with that.
Yeah.
We didn't do everything perfect by any means, but we did good with that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And we're still doing that. We're still taking trips with our kids, which is really nice when your kids want to come with you on a vacation and they're adults.
Yes.
Love that. That's great.
And now the grandkids.
Yes, that's super fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so good. Okay, let's get to some questions. What is your biggest accomplishment or accomplishments? This is from Paula. Paula knew you before she knew me. You guys went to school together,
Yep.
right? So that's cool.
Same
Yeah.
grade. Biggest accomplishments, I would say finding a good wife.
Oh, nice answer. Good
I
job.
used to pray for a Proverbs 31 wife, and he answered that prayer.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been fairly successful farming and raising cattle, so
yeah,
enjoy doing that.
And you're good at it. People call him for advice on that, so that's cool. That's good. You're good at that. Okay, how about this one? What's the most challenging thing? Okay, this came from our daughter. Do you think she's trying to stir the pot a little bit on this? Let me know in the comments what you think. The most challenging thing, having a functional nutritionist as a wife. And then she did put in brackets, a wife that cares about your health.
Well, I got a sweet tooth, so that's probably the big issue. We grew up like we'd always have our nice meal, and then we'd always have dessert after a meal, and her family wasn't like that at all. So I definitely got a sweet tooth. But I know she loves me and wants to look after me, but I still like to have some dessert.
So how's that challenging? We have some conversations about it.
Yes. Try and make wise. Not always have dessert, but
and it's like I don't know, it's in the genes, I think, because ice cream is like I don't know if that's a thing or not, but from his grandpa to his dad to him to
black licorice,
all the good stuff. Now we got kids that like it and grandkids now that like ice cream. It's like, but now we can make our own too, so that's good. We can make a healthier version. Not saying it's healthy, but it's healthy. Okay, so yeah. That can be challenging sometimes because I'm very passionate about health and wellness. And when I see disease and illness in the generations, I don't want that to pass on, right? And so that can be challenging sometimes. And some days I'm not the best at keeping my opinion to myself. But you're pretty good about it.
Okay, good.
Right? Most of the time you just do what you want and just ignore me.
Well, I listen to you.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Mark thinks I should test you a little bit by asking you, what are your... She has several questions here, but how long were we engaged before we got married?
I'm thinking we got engaged October, or we were married February 8th.
Yeah. So it was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure what day in October.
No. Yeah. Okay, so that was quick. That was fast. And the funny thing is, dates and that kind of thing, he knows better than I do. Okay, how about this one? Mark also asked, how many cows do you have?
To calf, I got 580 bred heifers.
587 currently.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, that's a good amount, especially right now.
Yes.
We're liking that. Okay, let's see. What sports do you prefer?
Hockey, baseball, football.
You're not missing one? Is it not a sport?
Pickleball?
Yes!
Pickleball right now is pretty big for me. Oh, I really enjoy it.
He's a pickleball. Like, okay, I don't know what it is about pickleballers, but they are all in on their sport. Yeah. It seems like they love their sport. He loves his pickleball, so.
Yeah, it's a good sport. You can do it at any age, so it's hopefully something I can do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's a great sport. It's good
exercise. Get pretty worked up, like good sweat.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, I would say probably pickleball is your favorite sport.
Yeah, right now. For myself, for myself to do.
Yeah, okay. Used to be hockey, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I love this question. Paula also asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in 5 years in the foothills with a mountain view, probably Okotoks area, somewhere in there.
Okay, what about, I love that. I'm all in for that, that's for sure. Okay, what about this one? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Let's go a little deeper as far as, okay, now we know location. What about in any other area of your life? Or
I see myself being involved with people that are new to the Lord and trying to encourage people. Kind of want to finish strong. I'm almost 60 now. Kind of only what's done for Christ will last, and people are going to last forever. So
yeah.
I want to Encourage people.
Eternity, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing.
Yes.
It is the most important thing. And he's an encourager. So that's good. That comes naturally to you somewhat, I think. Or do you work at that?
No, I think it's kind of natural.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's good. Okay, so making a difference in people's lives. Yeah, 10 years. He's 59 now, so you'll be 69 in 10 years. I'll be 66.
Yes.
Time flies.
Yes.
But it's true, and I feel like at this stage of life, and I don't know for sure, anybody else can comment on this of how they, if this is the thing, but I don't know if it's age or if it's, I always come back also to my brother passing away when he was 50. And often I think about, like, I've already lived 6 years longer than he did. And I'm going to get emotional. So I feel like it's a gift, it's a privilege to be able to have this time, and that we need to not take that for granted. And if we are healthy and we are able to do stuff and we're able to make an impact on the world, I have a book that's called Outlive Your Life, and that's really, I would say, probably more recently has really became our focus. Probably in about the last 6 months or the last year, is that we really as a couple want to outlive our lives and leave a legacy, but also have an impact on people here, but really also for eternity, because that's what's going to last. You're going somewhere for eternity. So if we can help you get to heaven, we're gonna do everything we can to help as many people get there as we can. Hey,
that's right.
Yeah, that's good. And how awesome that we can both be on the same page about that.
That's right.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, that's good. All right. I got to tell just a quick story too about our honeymoon. So I like to use this one on once the people say something they might not know about you, but is about me when they ask me that question, is on our honeymoon. So we went to Florida, and this was 1992. And so I hadn't really traveled too much at that point. And it was the first time I ever encountered Payless shoes. And so on our honeymoon, Kevin is the shopper in this family. If you believe this or not, this is the truth. This story is going to make it sound like I'm lying, but he actually is the shopper. Like, he shops. He loves the deal. He loves to shop. Way more than I do. Many times I'm the one in the store like, oh my gosh, can we just leave yet? And he's still shopping. But anyways, on our honeymoon, I actually bought 13 pairs of shoes. But I would say, now looking back then, I was just breaking them in, because now when we go somewhere, I don't know, I only buy one or two. It's like, hey, that's nothing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of a funny story from our honeymoon. But anyways. Okay, what is the number one thing on your bucket list? I like that. I don't even know the answer to this question.
I don't even know if I do. On my bucket list.
While you think about it, my number one thing for many years on my bucket list was to go to Kenya and to work in an orphanage. And so we got to do that. So that was awesome. We got to do that together. My sister-in-law or one of our kids came with us. That was a great experience and just so amazing. So I've definitely fulfilled my number one bucket list thing. So
mine, I think, is to probably see some of the world. Some of the state, like the eastern states, we haven't really done. Some of the different parts of the world, like New Zealand, far away places.
I like it. I'm here for it. Sounds like a plan. Well then on that topic, what's your favorite place that we've ever traveled to?
Maui. Enjoyed Costa Rica.
Costa Rica was nice, yeah. Some of our favorite trips are
driving.
Yeah, he loves to drive.
Pulling the fifth wheel and just heading out.
Yeah.
We've left here when it was minus 32 in January and headed south. We were probably nuts. But we got to, we did a big day a couple times. We left here 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. We drove all the way to Cedar City, which is...
It was about 18 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. That's a long ways. Yeah. But we kept seeing the temperature rising, and we got through some bad, icy roads or whatever, and then the temperature was above zero, and then you kind of relax, stop for supper, and we just kept going.
Yeah. Stop at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Yeah, Kevin likes a good road trip. Okay, one more question. What is something that may surprise people to know about you?
I only got grade 9.
Grade 9 education.
Yeah, I didn't like school.
He did not like school.
I used to ask my parents every year after grade 2, can I quit? Finally, when I started grade 9, they said, I guess you can after this year. So I did. I went farming.
And you've been doing that for?
Well, I guess 44 44 years.
44 years.
But I must admit, the first day when I seen the school bus go by, I was like, kind of miss my friends, but after a while it was, no, this is what I'm doing. Miss the people, but not the books.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. What is something that annoys you about me? And I'm going to answer this too. Do you know the answer to my question? What's something that annoys me about you?
Probably snoring.
True.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. That is definitely the number one.
She's threatened me to take me out.
Can I tell the story about the snoring thing? Seriously. Oh my goodness. Keela, I get up at 5 a.m. So I'm a woman that's 56. Okay. I need my sleep. And this was a few years ago though, but oh my goodness, his snoring was so bad and just so frustrating. One night I woke up and I was literally like this over him. I didn't actually hit him, but I was just like, ah, ah. But you seem to have gotten it under control somewhat, so that's good.
That's very good.
Yes. Yeah. So that would be my
happy
number
wife,
one annoying.
Happy life.
Yeah. Okay. What is something that, and I don't know what he's going to say, so this is interesting.
Boy.
There's no wrong answer.
Something that annoys me?
Yeah, I like the real and the raw, so.
I don't like fighting. So she's a pretty good fighter. Like if she gets something thinking that I did wrong, she can go a while with she's a pretty good fighter. So,
well, you know what? Sometimes you got to make sure that the point gets across.
Okay. That's what.
Why do opposites attract? That is, why do opposites attract, right?
They complement each
I would
other.
say we are quite opposite.
Yes.
Yes. Very laid back, more driven, very calm, more feisty. Yes. Hates being late, enjoys being late.
I don't know if I enjoy being late, but I find myself being late quite often.
It's a bad habit. It is a bad
I'll agree.
Oh, okay. Well, this is fun. What is your best marriage advice? So we've had people ask us this before. What is your best marriage advice after being married 34 years?
I think enjoy the simple things in life. Like sometimes we'll just play crib after a meal or just go out for supper. We'll go to town together and then have something to look forward to, like a trip or something like that's always good, I think, especially for you. I think if you have something to look forward to, is really good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, true. Quality time, right? Just the quality time, little things, time you spend together, just adds up to the big things, right? Yeah. And on that note, if you're at this stage, you understand this, but when you become empty nested, and then you're like, the one day I was like, wow, it's a good thing we still like each other because we spend a lot of time together. So we both work from home, so we spend a lot of time together. So I have two pieces of advice. Open, honest conversations. That is key, right? Like you gotta, and it's not usually easy. Having the hard conversations is not usually easy. It's hard. It's a hard conversation, right? But it's important to do. And to open, honest conversation. I feel that is in anything, no matter what it is. But especially in marriage, having that open, honest conversation. Obviously, having Jesus at the center is like the number one thing because I honestly, it's hard. It's hard. There's tough days. Tough days. Even with Jesus at the center. Even when Jesus is taking the wheel, it's still hard. I don't know how anybody does it without it. I don't know how anybody does it. Got to have him at the center. And to be continuing growing closer to him and improving yourself, but open, honest conversations and, working on the relationship. Nothing worth having comes without effort and without work. So you gotta have the conversations. You gotta do the things maybe that are uncomfortable or that you don't feel like doing all the time, because it's good for the relationship, whether it's doing special little things for each other, dating, that kind of thing. It's important, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Be able to laugh together, I think is important. Laugh at yourself. Yes. And having, I think the community that you're a part of, your friend group, whether it's friends, church, whatever it is, that's a big factor too, because you become like the people you hang around with. So if you're with guys that are constantly calling down their wives and saying negative things, or women that are constantly saying negative things about their husbands, you become like that. And that's not obviously what we want. So it's important to surround yourself with quality people and with couples that are growing and improving the way you want to. Yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know, the longer we're together, it kind of excites me to know that we can grow old together.
Mm.
Like you see older couples that have lived their life and they're still together. I think that's pretty neat.
Mm.
Live their whole life. We actually watched a movie the other day, The Notebook. I don't know if you guys have probably seen it. It's an old movie, but we went to it for kind of our Valentine's night, and they just loved each other so much, and they actually, in the last scene, they died together.
We're like, that's our goal.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. But even stuff like that, right? It's good, and it's dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And two, I was thinking about back to about Kevin shopping. How Kevin is such a shopper. And I've had people comment about the vehicle I drive. I don't buy that vehicle. He bought that vehicle. He is into vehicles. But he bought that vehicle for me. The jewelry that I wear, I've had people comment on. His favorite place to shop for me is at Tiffany. I mean, I'm not going to argue, right? Like, so yes, I do have some pieces, but that's because he bought them for me. So, hey, it's good, right?
I think so.
I don't mind. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Words of wisdom, advice?
I don't know. Stick it out. Like marriage is a journey, and I don't know. I see different people get split up and try somebody else, and it's like you're gonna have your troubles with whoever you're with. So I think it's make it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we're all human and we all got our strengths, our weaknesses. So battle through. And I think there's a blessing in enduring and encouraging through the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a blessing in it.
Yes, for sure. And you leave a legacy and that for those that are watching too. And, everybody has their struggles. Everybody has good times. Everybody has struggles, right? The scripture that has helped me the most, I would say, in marriage is, and I've talked about this, of how this was several years ago, and I was just like so annoyed by him. Like I was so annoyed. I was like, everything he was doing was, and maybe I was, going through perimenopause. That was probably part of it, but so annoyed by him. And it was like God dropped this into my mind to read the scripture, that it's whatever is lovely, whatever is true, whatever is pure, whatever is excellent, whatever is praiseworthy. And it goes on, think about these things. And I was like, well, okay, fine. I'm going to try that. So I put a sticky note up on my fridge where just I mostly could see it that said that scripture. And so then every time I had a negative thought about him, I tried to ask myself, is this true? Is this a praiseworthy thought? Is this loving kind of thing? And then if it wasn't, I would try to, correct it and think of something good or positive. And I laugh because now I say, it was amazing after about 2 weeks how he changed. Of course, it wasn't him that was changed. It was me, my attitude and what I was thinking about, because what we meditate, what we focus on grows, right? So when we focus on the negative, because we all have negative things about ourselves, when we focus on the negative, that's what's going to grow in our minds and harm the relationship. But when we focus on the good things and choose to take captive those negative thoughts and replace them with a positive, then we're going to feel more positive than loving about our spouse or whoever it is that we're talking about. Awesome. Okay. Let's just finish with what is one thing that we really appreciate about each other.
I appreciate your passion. Passion for your business, passion for your family, passion for God.
Thanks.
And you're still cute.
Some days. Okay, what I appreciate you is just about your your solidness. You are steady. You show up, you're steady, you do the things that need to be done, and you're a great provider. You've always provided. Now we're both going to cry. You've always provided really well for our family, and I mean, it's good. It's been good.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you for tuning in today. If this episode spoke to you even in the smallest way, would you do me a quick favor? Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Leave a like or a review because it truly helps the message reach more women who need it. And if someone came to mind while you were listening, share this episode with her. You never know. Your share might be the spark that changes her entire season. I'm grateful you're here, walking this journey of renewal and radiance with me. And until next time, keep choosing to design a life you love.